Blog Talk Radio.
Hi everyone, this is Camille from sunny California, and you're listening to the Coffee Chat with Camille show, which is a podcast series that interviews various guests about real-life topics for people who love to learn. Hi everybody, welcome to the show. It is January 26th, Thursday, and I have a magnificent guest on. Her name is Melissa Watkins. She is a musician, an artist, an author, community builder, and owner of Music Authority. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. She's already waiting in the waiting room, so I want to get our wonderful interview moving. Okay. See here. Okay. Hi, Melissa. We're on the air now. I'm so happy to have you on the show. And
good morning. I'm happy to be here.
Good morning. And I only actually have one question for you, and it is, why do you love music?
It makes my soul sing. I was introduced to musical theater when I was about in the 6th grade. Before that, I really didn't take a strong interest to music. But a friend of mine let me borrow a cassette tape copy that I'll tell you how old I am. A cassette tape of Phantom of the Opera, and I fell in love. So I went through school. I joined choir. I joined drama club. I just love music.
Wonderful. And then could you please just expand on your background in music? Because your bio is really amazing.
Sure. I studied musical theater at the middle and the high school level. And then I decided that I wanted to go into music for college. So I went to Berry College in Rome, Georgia, where I studied music business. I started a music education, and I figured out pretty quick that the standard public school system was not really something I was cut out for. I have huge respect for my friends that teach at the public school level, but it just wasn't something that was working for me. So I instead went into music business, and that entailed learning things like audio production and live production. I produced an opera when I was in school, but I got into the production side and I really enjoyed it. So that's my background as to how I ended up where I am. And where I am is I own a music school, a music store just north of Atlanta, Georgia. And we see 611 students per week, and we are mostly contemporary music. So we teach kids how to be in bands. We teach them guitar. We teach them drums. We teach them bass guitar, all the things that you do when you turn on the radio and you hear a rock band play. That's what we teach.
Outstanding. And so can you continue on the Music Authority? Is that correct? Is that the name of your school?
Yes, Music Authority is the name of our school.
Okay.
Yeah, and just like I said, we see 611 students a week. We just love what we do. I have 28 instructors on staff. We do things like the national anthem at local hockey arenas. We have students who have auditioned for the local baseball team to do the national anthem there. We have 5, 6, 7 rock bands that actually meet in the store that we teach. We teach them as a class. As young as we have 1 elementary school band, and then 5 middle and high school bands, and then 2 what you would consider to be a varsity band. And those kids travel all around the Southeast to play.
That is just outstanding. And then could you just please let our audience know how they can find the Music Authority if they live in the area and or are thinking about taking music?
Sure. You can find us online at musicauthorityinc.com. You can also find us on Facebook and on Instagram at Music Authority Inc. as well.
All right. And so that actually ends our interview for today. I do want to thank you so much for being here. And I just thought that you could add so much to the guest list because you have such a wonderful service that you provide to the community at large, and especially to creatives, because we want to keep them encouraged. And they I think, sadly, have been so ignored. And so it's beautiful what you're doing. And again, I want to thank you. And your career is outstanding as well. Absolutely fabulous. So thank you so very much, Melissa. And this is my last question. What is your favorite coffee or hot beverage?
I love Earl Grey tea.
Earl Grey tea. Perfect. Thank you so much, Melissa, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. Appreciate you so.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So that was the magnificent Melissa Watkins. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I should have asked Schlea, but I'll just say Watkins for now. She was born and raised in a small farming town just southwest of Toledo, Ohio. It was a close-knit community, full of wonderful people, but economically depressed, so her parents moved to sunnier skies in Georgia during her senior year of high school. Melissa stayed behind to graduate from Woodmore High School, where she was one of about 74 students. She went on to study music at Berry College in Rome, Georgia. Music education for 3 years, then she switched to music business, as she explained to us in our interview. In 2002, Melissa was recruited to work out a business plan for a new company, and Music Authority was born, which was originally owned by the Martin family. The next year, she married Andrew Loggins, and the couple decided to purchase Music Authority and proceed to live in an apartment above Andrew's dad's carpet cleaning shop for the next 6 years because they bought a business instead of a house. Melissa and Andrew created so much more than a standard retail store. Music Authority is a place where music lovers and musicians connect and collaborate. The company empowers musicians to reach beyond their potential. Music Authority is recognized as one of the top 100 music stores in the world, 6 years running for 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. The NAMM, which stands for NAMM, stands for National Association of Music Merchants. Melissa is a regular presenter at NAMM University, the educational programs having presented 4 times in the past 3 years. She is also a published author of a book series, Retribution. I think the series is called Retribution. I'm going to try to find it as I read every book that my authors have. I read it, so, and I encourage you as the audience to do the same. She did leave, and she did let us know how you can contact her at Music Authority, 123 Merchant Square, Cumming, Cumming, Georgia, 340, and the number is 770, area code 886-9066. Okay, so this was our amazing guest, Melissa Watkins, and the title of the show, I apologize, sometimes I forget to say the title, but it's Unleashing Your Inner Rockstar, How to Break Out of a Rut with Melissa Watkins. And from what I gathered, taking lessons with her in her magnificent school and her and her staff educating 600 students is just phenomenal. And so I was absolutely pleased to have her on the show. And let me think here. Is there anything else? Yes, if you want to hear a copy of the show, please go to coffeechatwithcamille.com. Okay. And then also, I will try to work it out so that we can, you, the audience, both national and international, can call in and ask our guests questions if they agree to that. Okay. Call-in number is 516 And I don't believe I opened the chat. Let me see. Yeah, next time I'll open the chat too, in case anyone has any questions or comments. Okay? So thank you for listening to us here on Coffee Chat with Camille podcast show. And we look forward to broadcasting out of California with another guest tomorrow. Okay, thanks again. Thank you, Melissa.